Alright, let's talk about something deeply unsettling. Right now, in your own home, you are probably being watched. No, I'm not talking about your nosy neighbor Brenda, who seems to know a bit too much about your recycling habits. I'm talking about something much sneakier. Think about the devices you use every day. Your router, your smart speaker, even your fancy new coffee maker. You bought them to make your life easier. But what if I told you they have a secret second job? A job that involves watching you, listening to you, and collecting every little detail about your life. It sounds like a bad spy movie, I know, but this isn't fiction. This is happening right now, and you're the star of the show, whether you like it or not. The problem is, we've invited these spies into our homes willingly. We get excited about a fridge that can order milk for us. We love that our thermostat knows when we're coming home. But we never stop to ask the most important question: how does it know? The answer is simple, and honestly terrifying. It's packed with sensors and chips designed to gather data. These aren't just simple machines anymore. They are sophisticated surveillance tools disguised as household appliances, and while you're enjoying the convenience, they are busy building a detailed profile of your entire existence, from what you eat for breakfast to when you go to sleep at night. This isn't some far-off future nightmare. It's the reality of 2025. The technology to do this is cheap, small, and easy to hide. A tiny chip, no bigger than a grain of rice, can be embedded into almost anything. Your new running shoes could be tracking where you go. Your child's teddy bear could be listening to their conversations. The industry calls this the Internet of Things. That sounds friendly, doesn't it? Like a happy little neighborhood of connected gadgets. But a more honest name would be the Internet of Spying on everything you do. It's a vast, hidden network of surveillance, and it's growing bigger every single day. The most infuriating part, they don't even have the decency to tell you. There's no big flashing warning sign on the box that says, by the way, this toaster will monitor your carb intake and sell that information to your health insurance company. Instead, it's buried deep within pages and pages of terms and conditions that nobody ever reads. It's a deliberate strategy to keep you in the dark. They want you to focus on the shiny new features, not the fact that you're paying them to build a digital cage around yourself. Your home is supposed to be your private sanctuary, but it has been turned into a 24/7 data collection center. So, how exactly does this work? Let's take a look at some examples. Consider your smart fridge. It knows what food you buy, how often you buy it, and when you run out. On the surface, that seems helpful. But that data is incredibly valuable. It can reveal your diet, your health habits, your family size, and even your budget. Now, imagine a tiny, unauthorized chip secretly added during manufacturing. This chip doesn't just manage your grocery list, it listens. It uses tiny microphones to pick up conversations in your kitchen, the heart of your home. It knows you're planning a vacation. It knows you're arguing about money. It knows everything. It's not just the fridge. Think about your home router. It's the gateway to the internet for all your devices. Every website you visit, every video you stream, every message you send passes through it. Now, what if a third-party company paid the manufacturer to install a secret bit of code? This code could log all of your internet activity and send it to a server somewhere you've never heard of. You would have no idea it's happening. You'd blame your slow internet on your provider, never suspecting that your router is busy selling your browsing history to the highest bidder. These are not glitches or bugs. They are features you were never told about. The same goes for medical equipment. Imagine a modern pacemaker or an insulin pump. These devices are lifesavers, connected to the internet so doctors can monitor patients remotely. That sounds great, right? But that connection is a two-way street. A hidden chip could collect more than just medical data. It could track your location, your activity levels, and other personal information without your doctor's knowledge, let alone your consent. This data could then be sold to insurance companies, who might use it to raise your rates, or to pharmaceutical companies looking for their next big market. Your health and well-being are being turned into a commodity. The sheer scale of this is what's so frightening. It's not one or two rogue devices, it's potentially millions of them, all around us. From the smart TV that listens to your living room chatter to the car that tracks your every move. Each device is a single point of data collection. But when you put them all together, they paint a complete, high-definition picture of your life. They know your friends, your routines, your secrets, and your fears. And all of this information is being gathered without a warrant, without your knowledge, and without any way for you to stop it. It's a ghost protocol for your life, and you didn't even know the movie had started. So why are companies doing this? The answer, as it so often is money. A whole lot of money. Your personal information is the new oil, and these companies are drilling for it in your living room. They collect all this data, your habits, your conversations, your location, and package it up. Then, they sell it to other companies called data brokers. These brokers don't make anything. They don't provide a service. They just buy and sell human lives in the form of data profiles, and it is an incredibly profitable business worth billions and billions of dollars every single year. This entire industry thrives on secrecy. They don't want you to know what they're doing because if you knew, you'd be outraged. Think about it, a company you've never heard of could know more about you than your own family. They know you're trying to quit smoking. They know you're searching for a new job. They know you've been looking up symptoms for a scary illness. This information is then used to target you with ads, influence your buying decisions, and even predict your behavior. You are no longer a person, you are a target demographic, a set of data points to be manipulated for profit. And who is at the center of this web? The big tech giants, of course. Companies that have built their empires on data. They actively encourage and fund the expansion of the Internet of Things because it benefits them directly. They create the software, they build the cloud infrastructure, and they normalize the idea of constant connection. They also work with third-party manufacturers, sometimes pressuring them or offering them financial incentives to include these hidden tracking technologies in their products. It's a coordinated effort to ensure that no corner of your life remains private and unmonitored. The process is designed to be confusing. They use shell corporations and complex supply chains to hide who is responsible. The chip in your smart kettle might have been made by one company installed by another, with the data being collected by a third and sold by a fourth. It's a tangled mess that makes it nearly impossible for an average person to figure out who has their data and what they are doing with it. This isn't an accident. This is deliberate. They want you to feel powerless, to feel like it's too complicated to even bother trying to understand. Because as long as you're confused, they can keep on profiting from your ignorance. This brings us to the fundamental question, who owns you? Or more specifically, who owns your data? You might think you do. After all, it's your life, your information. But the moment you unboxed that new smart device and agreed to those endless terms of service, you essentially signed it away. You gave these faceless corporations a key to your digital life, and they are now acting like they own the place. They are rearranging the furniture, going through your drawers, and selling your secrets, all because you clicked, "I agree," without realizing what you were giving up. It's the biggest, quietest heist in human history. The scary part is that there's very little oversight. Governments have been slow to catch up with technology, and the laws we have are often outdated and full of loopholes. These companies operate in a digital Wild West, where they make their own rules. They decide what data to collect, how to use it, and who to sell it to. There is no accountability. If your data is leaked or sold to someone who uses it to harm you, good luck trying to get justice. You'll be lost in a maze of corporate lawyers and international jurisdictions, while the company that caused the problem continues to count its profits. This is more than just about targeted ads for things you don't need. This is about power and control. When a company or a government knows everything about you, they have immense power over you. They can predict your actions, manipulate your opinions, and even silence dissent. Privacy is not just about having secrets, it's about having the freedom to be yourself, to make mistakes, to grow and change without being judged by an algorithm. When we lose our privacy, we lose a fundamental part of what it means to be a free human being. We are handing over the keys to our own minds. So as you go about your day, look at the devices around you in a new light. Look at your phone, your TV, your car, and even your refrigerator, and ask yourself a simple, terrifying question. In this world of constant, hidden surveillance, where our very lives are being bought and sold in the shadows, who can we actually trust?